It's okay in the post today, pretty quick. There's this little package, and it had two of these infrared beam sensors. And they just look like that, little egg things. And there's two of them. One is a receiver and one is an emitter, basically. So one has got like lots of slots. The other one only had two slots. And what I had done was, when I had on the gate, because the gates would open but they wouldn't close, this is at the back, the kind of gates, I noticed that one of the sensors, this one which I've taken off, had a bit of a burning smell on it, and it looked like it had sort of corroded, maybe a bit of water in that. So I thought that might be have gone. So you can see that's the one with the two wire connections. So I thought, well, I'll replace that one first, but it's a pair, so you're supposed to do two. Replace that one first and see what happens. So I did do that, and it was pretty easy. Just two little tiny wires. There's the gates opening. So it's just on here. That one, and I just replaced the one, and it now works. So I didn't have to replace the other one at the other side, which is the one that emits the beam, but the one that senses it, I did, and it just screwed into the same screw hole in the brick, and I just wired the two little wires into it, and it wasn't quite the same size. You can see another screw hole was there, and there was some other wires, so I've just sealed up where it's like I left a little hole with a bit of outdoor sealant. But it now does work, that's all it required. So just for a few quid, there you go, it closes now, so it solved the problem. So there, the gates are now properly closing, and then solid, of course, it means you can't manually push them open or anything. It's totally solid, so they lock like that. So that's all good. So I just had to use these manual things here, and then I tightened them back up again, and that was sorted. So that's good. So I've also got the so that was a good job done. It only took a few minutes to sort that out, so I was pleased about that, because you don't know whether that's the fault or whatever. And then the other day on the car, I had a bit of touch-up paint, which I've had for years and years, and just tiny little spots here and there. Sort of see little bits. So look, there's any more I can see, like one there. Just give it a little bit so it stops it from rusting. You just dab the paint on, put a bit of clear stuff over it, just stops it from rusting. Just did a few dibs and dabs here and there. Yeah, it doesn't, it doesn't do much really, but it just stops any rust from penetrating in. A few little bits like there. So it's not a perfect match or anything. I mean, like, you still see the little divots, but it the main job is to stop it rusting. So yeah, so cloudy today. It's Tuesday morning. It'll be 11:45. This is flowering now. Nicely. They're quite expensive to buy those. There's another one here which hasn't started flowering yet. On there. See all the new buds coming on the hedging and that here. New growth. So it's a lot cooler, but I think the cold front's going to come down tonight, this evening, to make it really cold. But let's have a look what it is now. It's 8.3 degrees now. So you think last week it's been 16, 17, 18 degrees during the day.